Okay, so I've been working on a few different projects recently, and I'm going to showcase at least one of them that I've been working on. So looking at the screen, you're going to see a website called Ramshard, and what that is a server hosting website. So again, looking at the screen, you can probably tell it is a Minecraft server. So I haven't really done much with this server at the moment. It's just been a lot of tests. Um, I've got 25 player slots, but that's adjustable depending on how much I think it can handle. And at the moment, the server has 2 gigabytes dedicated to it. So I think 25 is a pretty good number. Um, I can raise it if needed, and I can lower it if I think that at 25 it's going to hit too hard. I haven't had 25 people on at a time, so I haven't been able to fully test that yet. But I think the server itself should be able to handle it. We're using a mostly vanilla Minecraft server. So you can see the address right here. So if you do want to try to connect, feel free to. You won't need to add anything else. Just put this in and it will connect you. Um, Originally, I had a different IP and was just renting out the 2 gigabyte server, but I did add the dedicated IP address so that we can get this to work. And this is dynmap. So to get it on, you're going to add the IP address and then a colon, or yeah, and then 8123. And you just type that into your browser and it'll open the dynmap and you can view it. You can view the various worlds. If anybody's on, you can find them. That's removable. So depending on how we want to configure the server, I might remove the ability to look at players. That way we can look at the map and then not see where everybody is if we get into a more PvP heavy aspect. So it shows the general spawn. I haven't really done much with the map. I just made a fun little floating thing for anybody that might happen to get on and look at it. If you're looking at the map here, you are going to notice that it is kind of strange. This is an amplified map. It's a normal generator inside the Minecraft editor, and you can do it to make amplified. So if you're running on a lesser spec computer, this might not work for you. Amplified does kind of run heavy on the engine, and I wanted to just see if the server could run it at all, and it actually runs rather well. If I'm not recording, I can play here on my laptop, and my laptop isn't very spec heavy. I run it with Optifine, and I can still get at least 60 frames in here playing by myself on this amplified map, and it's not, you can tell I haven't explored, so it's still loading bits of the map, so there's a lot of generating still going on the server end, and it's not lagging too bad. So with dynmap, you can see things like villages and whatnot easier. So when people start to build, if they make a nice castle or a nice village, you can see it, and I always really like that aspect. I try to play with the minimap myself, so I really wanted to add dynmap. If we're not interested with this, I'll remove it, and it's going to be a little cheaper on the server. Sticking with this server, I did say it is mostly vanilla. I've already got the FTP opened, so I have full access to this. I can upload and change files here, or I can open FileZilla and do it there as well and connect from pretty much anywhere and manage the server that way, which has always been a really nice aspect. Because if you're not running it on your own computer, how much can you really customize the files? Well, quite a bit actually. You have almost full control. It just takes a couple extra steps. But we are running Bucket. I have it under here. If I can find it, it's custom.jar. I had to download the latest Bucket and then rename it custom.jar and then upload it here under their custom jar, and then now it's running Bucket. So it is up to the latest Minecraft as of today. So it's 1.132, I think. I don't remember the numbers, but it's up to date right now, and all of my plugins are also working. Another thing I really like about Ramshard here is I can go to this plugin list over here, and this shows me what I currently have installed. So I'm going to run through the ones I already have installed real quick and just tell you what they do. Discord SRV, it allows Discord implementation, so you can I haven't really configured it because I don't have admin access to the Discord I kind of want to link it to, but I'll probably link it to mine just to experiment with it and figure out how it works exactly. I just haven't done it yet. But essentially, you'll be able to talk in between Discord and the Minecraft server, which would be really good if you open up a Minecraft chat channel on the Discord specifically for communicating with the server. So if there's any server issues or if you're got a question for somebody, it's just more communication. Really nice on that aspect. I haven't really configured it, but it looks really interesting. Upper Kingdoms, so the idea was to get factions, but the factions mod is not up to date. It hasn't been updated since 2018, so it's not up to date with the current Minecraft. The only one I found was this Upper Kingdoms, which is pretty similar to factions. However, it's kingdoms. You can fully rename your kingdoms. You can decide who joins. You can close it. There's a lot of customability with it, and it will probably be good enough for what we wanted to do with factions. I think I prefer factions a little more, so if it updates, I'll definitely switch it. Essentials X is Essentials. It's on almost every single server that's ever been made. It's /home. What's really nice about this one is I can do /day, /night. There's a lot of customability with that. I haven't configured exact permissions because I'm not really sure what each player should and should not be allowed to do. So permission-wise, I haven't done much. It's either mod or op or not op. And op can do everything. Not op can't really do much at all other than just general building. Even some of the basic Minecraft commands like /message or /help aren't even available right now because of the op situation. So I still have to do a lot of permission configuring, and until we get that decided on how we want it all configured in what groups, I just don't have it yet. Zen Enchantments adds a bunch of new enchantments to the game with elemental arrows, a bunch of other junk. I haven't played with that too much either, as I've only been doing a few basic plugin stability tests. It adds a lot of new enchantments and whatnot, so if we're really interested in that, I think it's a neat feature, adds a lot more, and they can be accessed normally, it looks like. I haven't played with it because I've only been doing plugin support, but it's not giving me any errors, so I do think it's running fine, and it could add a little bit to the game without fully changing it. Orbfuscator is something that I'm really interested in. So even with an anti-cheat, people can still use X-ray texture packs to look at diamonds or whatever they're looking for specifically. With an obfuscator, it changes the texture of normal blocks to random blocks until they're updated. So let's say you're going and you start a new map and you see floating sand on a normal map, just vanilla. When you hit that sand and break it, it updates the blocks and they'll fall. So with the Orbfuscator, until the blocks are updated, then they will display as random ores. I've had, in servers years ago, I've used something like this. And an example was if you came up to a wall made solely of stone, but it looks like there's like 15 different ores on it. But once you update that wall, it changes to stone. So this way, when somebody is using a texture pack to look for diamonds or emeralds or golds or whatever, they're going to see a lot more of it that isn't really there. So it really helps cut down on X-ray cheating. Not fully, but quite a bit. Dynmap, we just looked at that. It adds the map. There's a little bit of configuration to it. There's some more add-ons, like if you want to look for specific mobs like entities or certain buildings, you can add those. But I feel like we're going to just use the normal dynmap or even cut down on it so it doesn't view at players. Vault is needed for most economy-related plugins, so I went ahead and got it, and just in case that we do decide to add some sort of economy. Most of them require Vault. They're built with Vault. It just kind of links them and makes everything cooperate. It'll work with Essentials. It'll work with chat. So this is just a core piece that I added for later editions. If we don't need it, Vault can always be removed. I haven't added an anti-cheat yet. I'm still looking at a couple of different options. I'm definitely going to add one. But what's great about Ramshard here is if we go back to just the plugin list, I don't have these installed, but we can search. So I'll just type in cheat and hit search, and then it'll display them based on most recent updates. So this is anti-cheat reloaded. So let's just as an example, we'll open this in a new tab, and this is how it brings it up. So right here, it doesn't tell us too much. It does give us the plugin page, so we're going to hit that, and it's going to open up the page. The page on Bucket, and we can look here and read what's it do, what does it add, when was it most updated. It doesn't look like it's updated for the most recent version, so we're not sure if we'll get that. It is the most recent one here on the list, except for this. I don't know what this is. Maybe that's SAC. Who knows? I don't know which one's best. But let's say you open it up, you can hit install right here. It'll automatically put it on the server. Then I can just come back here to the server page, and then I can do either in the console and just hit reload, and it'll reload all of the plugins. See, failed to connect because it's not set up right. But yeah, there was a second there where it kind of, lagged the server, so it does lag on the reload, and then it's done. All the servers are updated, all the plugins are updated, everything's nice and new. I can also do that in-game with operator permissions, or maybe admin permissions later if we configure those. But that's pretty much it for the server right now. It's just something I've been working on. It's pretty interesting. I always really like playing on the server. There's a chat here I can communicate without actually getting on, which really provides a lot of admin access. Permissions, advanced settings. There's a lot of configurability, and you can really make it a personal server. I just wanted to showcase it to show what I've been working on here. The other project I've been working on is a little more personal, and I've been waiting for a website to update before I can really get into that, and I'm going to make another video here in just a little bit. So if you are interested, look out for that. But that's all for now. I'll probably do more videos of the actual Minecraft server itself as I do more configuration and finally get the server going and do some player tests as well. Maybe we'll stream it to see how well the server handles just on testing. That's what I'm really here for. So, thanks for watching.